Oh, hey. So, what I've decided to do is I did a study myself on the... Not a study, actually, that sounds more scientific. I just did some research and then did some statistical analysis based on my findings for deaths and all that, just in the United States. So I figured, how about we branch this out a little bit more to the world? So, here is... Oops, that's weird. An active chart. I wasn't trying to really do this, but... Anyways, here is what we have. Worldwide, there has been 23 million cases, 14.7 million of which are recovered. I would assume that means that people are just fine. And 799,000 of them have died. So, these recovered numbers are kind of weird, because it's like... It's more than half, but what's the rest? Are they still in the hospital or something? I don't understand. Anyhow, though, my point I'm trying to get at is worldwide is only 799,000 deaths. Okay? Like, look at these numbers here. This just shows, like, top countries, I guess. You know, what does it say? The cases? Yeah, it says the cases and stuff, too. Here's just a map, I guess, highlighting where it's, like, the hottest spots. Wow, India. India's pretty crazy. Why do they call Australia Oceania? I mean, that's random, but it's just something I always think. Is that what they call it down there? We're Oceania, we're not Australia. Oh, crap, I got stuck into this map. Alright. So anyway, 799,000 deaths worldwide. Here's the world population. 7.8 billion. So, this, I already predetermined the math. I mean, I can do it in front of you again if you don't trust me. What were the numbers? Not the 7.8 billion. This one. This was 799,000. 799,000 divided by 7.8 billion equals, now in case you're dumb, I'll do this part for you too to make it a percentage. 0.0124358974359% of the world population has died because of COVID. Okay, so let's put that into a different context. 0.01 is, what is that, 1/100th of 1%? I mean, because it'd be tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. So you're looking at 1/100th of 1%. So basically, your success rate of getting through this is 99 point what? 99.98975 6 and so on, you know, continue out that math of being fine and not getting this. So your chances are insanely high that you'll be fine. Even if you get it, you'll be fine. And it just leads again to, why are we shutting down the world for this? It's ridiculous. These numbers are tiny. 0.01%? That is nothing. I mean, if the forecast gave you weird percentages like this, and they were like, well, it looks like we got a 0.01% chance of rain tomorrow, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, I need my umbrella. You'd be like, alright, so basically it's not gonna rain. Or if it was winter, oh, we got a 0.01% chance there's gonna be a huge blizzard coming in, you'd be like, is today April 1st? They gotta be joking with me, because that's just stupid. Why would you phrase it that way? If you had to get surgery and the doctor was like, there's a 0.01 chance you're gonna die, you'd be like, so basically this is a successful surgery? I mean, put it this way. What does it say? Kills 99.99% of germs on every single cleaning product. So basically, the coronavirus towards humans does exactly the opposite. It does exactly the opposite of what cleaning products do. Cleaning products wipe out the germs. Coronavirus doesn't affect people at all. And yet, for some reason, we're shutting down the whole entire world, shutting down the country. Tons of people are out of work right now on unemployment, which is just tanking the economy viciously. And then what's going to happen, too, with all these stimulus packages? You know, are we going to have to pay these back when things finally get back to normal? You know, when people stop playing games and acting like a disease that just makes you feel like you have extreme allergies has finally passed, then what? Like I said, we got to pay all this back. The $1,200 they already gave out, everyone gonna have to pay that back somehow. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be directly like we're gonna need our $1,200, but what's gonna happen instead? Taxes are just gonna hike up. Oh, sorry, we're gonna jack your income taxes because we screwed up back in March and gave away tons of money to everybody. Oops. I don't know. But if you're still not convinced, I did more research too, just to show. So 799,000 have died from coronavirus, alright? How many people die from the regular flu each year? According to the CDC, okay? This is a solid source, not like the debate with Hunter when he found some garbage source, like some college or some random guy doing a test, making up stats on, oh, well, this is what the masks have prevented since we were born. Really, you don't know that. That was a crap thing that he tried to throw out there. But anyways, from the CDC, it's somewhere down here, halfway. I mean, they talk about COVID at first, but here it is. 29,000 to 59,000 have died every year from the regular flu. Now, I don't know if this is based on America only or if this is worldwide. But regardless, granted, the numbers are much smaller. I mean, COVID was 799,000 versus 59,000. It's a much smaller number. But my point is, though, is the flu yearly takes these lives away. Yearly. We don't shut down the world for this. We don't act like, oh my god, that you could possibly lose your life. And this has just as small of, I mean, it's much smaller, obviously, of a risk. But still, this kills people. We don't shut down the world and the country for this. And this is probably more serious than COVID. Because think about it, COVID, you don't even know if you have it. In order to know if you have it, you got to get tested. At least the flu, you know you have. You feel like crap, you're hot, you're sweaty, you're sick. Okay? COVID, you don't know. I mean, for all I know, I could have had it and my body could have destroyed it. So I never had a chance to show signs, you know what I mean? How that can happen? Like, how is this such a big problem when your body can destroy it before it even actually affects you? Now, I did other things. Let's see. Causes of death. So I think this was... Oh, I did a research... This research is based on how many people just die of natural causes per year, okay? 56 million people. I mean, I know this is 2017. It's a tiny bit old, even though it says updated in December 2019. But whatever. I'm sure 56 million in 2017 still would hold up to today. That's just natural deaths is what this is. What I looked up. How many people die? Die of old age, die of, heart attacks, die of smoking, die of blah, 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 blah. Every single year, 56 million people die. Again, we're not freaking out, shutting down the world because, oh my god, grandma was 87 and she died. It's just something that happens. You got this disease, if you want to even call it that, because I feel like it's a wussy one, that's only taken 744,000 lives worldwide, and we're coming to a halt. Every single country's coming to a halt. Can't do anything anymore. My company sometimes goes to South Korea, and South Korea comes to here in the States. We can't do either of that because there's COVID. We can't go there, and we can't come to you. Why? 56 million die. Let's do a little bit of math on this now. 56 million. 56 million divided by 7.8 billion. In case you're dumb, times 100. This is 0.7%. 0.717, blah, blah, blah. We'll just go with 0.7, okay? Now let's see how much bigger 0.7 is than 0.01. Divided by 0.01. 71 times bigger. There are 71 times more deaths due to natural causes every single year of our lives than this pandemic has been causing. But yet, we're going to overreact and treat this as something more. Why? Okay? Now, if you want to say, well, natural causes, they're natural causes. That's a stupid comparison. Okay, so I found other things. How about smoking? That's not natural. People do this to themselves. How many people die? 7 million die every year due to smoking. And more than 8 million will die from smoking by 2030 is the projection. Okay? Much like you could say the coronavirus is something that is... Well, could you say it's preventable? I don't know. You could, though, if like, all the crap that happened in China didn't happen. So, likewise... Actually, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say all these deaths happen with smoking, and all you gotta do is be like, we're not doing cigarettes anymore. Shutting down Philip Morris, we're not making cigarettes anymore, it's bad for you, causes cancer, too many people die, bam, done. But we still allow that, and that's taking 7 million a year. What's the population with that? 7 million divided by 7.8 billion. You're looking at times 100 in case you're dumb. 0.08%. Not as bad as 0.01, but it's still almost 9 times more lives. And again, that's a yearly thing. Yearly. And they're expecting it to start taking more in 10 years. Okay, now if you think, well, cigarettes are too addictive. When somebody starts, that's why Philip Morris just can't be disbanded. Fine, okay, how about alcohol deaths? Worldwide, 3 million deaths every year result from harmful use of alcohol. This represents 5.3% of all deaths in general. 3.3 million net deaths, or 5.9% of all global deaths. 5.9%. Okay? Coronavirus, 0.01 of 0.01% of one. Of one. This one is 5.9%. That's a solid 5.9. So, I mean, that was also 2012 numbers, but you get what I'm trying to say. And that's alcohol. You don't need to drink. That can be disbanded. I mean, it was back in the, what was it, in the 20s? The Prohibition. You don't need alcohol. You can end it kills too many people. 5.9% of the world, but we still allow that. But COVID's taking 744,000 globally. Oh my God, we gotta shut down everything. I don't get it. Whoops, what's happening? So yeah, I just wanted to dabble into this as well because I did do the United States, and I was thinking, well, what's globally? Maybe globally is more of a threat. No, not really. It's just as pathetic. The United States was what? 0.0... Oh man, I forget offhand. Globally, though, 0.01 of 1%. And the United States was... I might remember the numbers offhand. It was 164,000 divided by 328.2. Whoops, there's no point. 200,000. Shlink times 100. Yeah, that's what it was. 0.045. So the United States is almost 1/20th of a percent, and globally it's 1/100th of a percent. Like, oh, okay. Just to prove it's 1/100th, in case you think I don't know math, 0.01. Like I said, 1/100th of 1% globally, and 1/20th, 1 divided by 20, 0.05, of the United States. I don't know why everybody's blindly falling into this media, what they're saying. I mean, I guess it's because when you're overly bombarded with it, you become blind and you're like, oh my God, this is all I hear about. Every newspaper I look at, every magazine I look at, every news channel I turn to, everything on Twitter, everything on whatever else there is for a medium. They don't make new movies. There's no sports, there's no nothing, so you get blinded. So maybe that's why everyone's falling into it, but seriously, it is not that much of a problem.